A farmer in Nebraska does 18 tons of maize per hectare. The Nigerian farmer does 2 tons, 2.5. A cow in Nigeria gives you 1 liter of milk per day. A cow in Zimbabwe or Uganda gives you 15 liters of milk. And a cow anywhere in Europe gives you 40 liters of milk per day. What is the problem? Breed and nutrition. So what can we do? We simply have to go back to the drawing board. First, there must be an extension office in every local government in this country teaching farmers how to plant, making sure the seeds they plant are the best quality, making sure that they know how to harvest without too much stress, because those feeding us are these peasants who are actually subsidizing our stomachs, and they are the poorest people in the country. We must have these extension centers teaching people how to organize fish farms and produce, how to grow chicken. We spend almost $22 billion a year importing food. And now that oil revenues have dropped, this country is in serious danger. If in 35 years' time, most of us won't be here, but we have children and grandchildren, we have a population of 450 million, the third most populated country in the world, we're in very serious trouble indeed. So investment in agri, and the other issue which is affecting agriculture is this problem of
extension workers. We need to review the curriculum to give a training that is pertinent to our own needs, and also
Good.
I also want to appreciate
Our problem, distinguished senator, is not really just poverty. Poverty is deep, as I said. It is inequality. It is the chasm, the gap between the mindlessly rich and the hopelessly poor. The second issue to tackle, which I believe our government is taking headlong, is corruption. There's no two ways about it, that the amount of leakages in the system in our country is unacceptable, and we need to do something fundamental about it.
Criteria that was agreed with states and was agreed with this hallowed chamber and the Federal House of Assembly when we came to give conditional grants. There were two major concerns. One was that could these resources be given to states and be utilized to get results, and governance was a very big question at that time. The criteria that we put in place, in many cases, the capacity of states to meet that criteria was not there. And over time, we tried to build that. And if you look at the records of the states that we did give conditional grants to, remembering that the conditional grants were leveraging the equal amount from state domestic resources as well, you'll find that over time that increased around all states. But where a state was unable to produce documentation, unable to produce a plan, or the capacity to implement, it was not possible to give resources to that, just purely because at the end of the day, we have to remain accountable for those resources that we got appropriated by the federal government. I believe that going forward, if we are to pursue the conditional grant scheme, it is a good scheme. It is a scheme where the federal, the states, and the local governments come together behind one policy. If it's delivering education, it's delivering health, and this way, the synergy and the coherence of what we do would be, I think, advantageous.
Distinguished.
I appeal to our brothers to second the motion.
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, we must maintain decorum because this is the Senate. This is not the House of Assembly. So, Mr. President, there's a motion on ground. But if I know the nominee very well, he may have one or two propaganda to drop here before he leaves here. So, I would like to amend that motion while seconding. And in amending it, that the nominee be allowed to exhaust his heart before he takes the bow. I do amend.
The motion, minority leader, the motion raised put forward by the leader and seconded by you, and as amended. Those in favor of the motion as amended, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The motion has. So he wants you to. The motion as amended was that your skills, you might just say one or two things, and then after that you take a bow.
Yes. Thank you very much, distinguished senators. I would just want to say that my sole vision and mission, if I'm confirmed as the Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is that I am going to be as passionate, as committed, and as patriotic as I was when I was in opposition in government. Thank you very much.